Okay, this is my first route video that is gonna be I don't know for sure, but I bet you this is gonna be the longest one yet because that's the only US route that I've ever done. Well, I've done US-30 in West Virginia, because in West Virginia it's only a few miles, so I just did it. But I don't know if I'll do this again. I probably will. Anyway, we're doing US-89 that goes from Flagstaff, Arizona, the whole way up to, what's it called? Goes up to Carway, which is a village called Carway, which is in Carway is right at the Canada and Montana, to be specific, border. So it goes from Arizona to Canada, I can basically say. Anyway, this is where we start at US 1. This is our southern end at US 180. This is in Arizona. And east US 182, I-17 and I-40 for Phoenix, and I'm not very used to some of the western cities. Don't judge me. Okay. Phoenix and I'll just call it. Phoenix is good for sure. And 89 North for Page. I bet you it's pronounced that way. I don't know. This is a welcome to Utah sign. I think I might have missed a photo. Wait. Oh yeah, here you go. This is where we joined up with I-70. I don't think I've ever mentioned it in my videos, but it does go in Pennsylvania. I-70. And we join up with East I-70. Utah Route 118 for Joseph Monroe. And this is where we exit off with Business I-70. This is where I meet and go with US-6. US-6 also goes through Pennsylvania. And this is a picture where we split off of US-89. Oh, great. When I was collecting the photos, getting the video ready, I know how many times I-15 is gonna appear, and this is only the first one. We join up with we meet with it in this photo, and then the next photo is a whole another intersection in the same area. And then after we split off, we meet with I-215, and we meet with I-80 that also goes through Pennsylvania. And here's our third meeting with I-15. I already know that it will come again, but luckily not for a couple intersections. We meet with I-84, not 83, east for Morgan. This was a welcome to Idaho sign. And you know what we meet here? Our first actual intersection in Idaho? We meet and go with US-30. And here's where we split off of US-30. This is where I meet and go. Oh, so many meet and goes. Sorry. But with US-26. And in between the following this picture and the following picture is Jackson, East 26 and 89 are signed for Jackson. I have been there, I almost said twice. Next year I'm going there again, but I've already been there once. Okay, by 2027, I will be there. I would have been there twice in my life. And in Jackson, we are 4 routes all together, and trying just to read the arrows because it's chaos happening over here. So this is where we split off. This is where we split off of US-26 and US-89 and US-191 meets and goes with US-287, and that is the most. If I was driving, I'm not old enough yet. If I was driving and I saw that, especially by the arrows, one route this way, one route that way. There's 4 routes. One route the other way, one route that way. What? Wyoming dot. I think that's a thing. I'm just gonna call it that because that's probably what it's called. Wyoming dot. What? I know you're just trying to sign your things as easy as possible, but this still is not easy. What? And here, oh my word, like I-15, we meet with I-90. Ugh. But this time it's only 2 times we meet with I-90. And looks like this is where we split off with US-191. Pretty soon, like on the other side of a certain town, we meet and go this time with I-90. This is where we split off of I-90. And eventually, we have a oh my word. Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And I don't even know if it's a town here at this place in Montana. This is chaos. This is chaos. We have US-87, Montana Route 200, Montana Route 3, and US-89 as one road. This is the most chaotic route, I should say, that I've ever did in my whole life. Like, what? This is chaos, I'm telling you. And at this point, we split off with US-87, so it's a little more. It's definitely a little more common to just have 3 routes on one road. But oh no. This is not what I've been waiting for. 2 I-15. And this is where we meet with I-15. Oh no. And at that place we meet and go with it again. But this is the last time, and this is where we split off with Montana Route 200. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, when we were meeting and going I-15, that's where Montana Route 3 ends. So if you're wondering what happened to that, that's what happened. And we meet with US-287 again, but this time it's the beginning of it. And this is where we meet and go with US-2. And this is our last intersection that I included before we go into Canada. US-89. Actually, 89 doesn't go in Canada. But here, oh, sorry. This is where we split off of US-2. This is the border services. No! Well, I'm actually happy a little. I am never doing, oh my word. If I do a route like this, I'm gonna check if a border system or interstate multiple times. Like I-15 was just following US-89 around, or other way around. At one point to like the whole middle of the route, US-89 was just following US-15. like PA 272 follows US 222 around in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Yeah.